What? Hey guys, welcome to my episode 5 reaction to Durarara. Really, where we're last left off was we really learned a lot more about Celti. A lot of her backstory about her being a Dullahan and she's trying to figure out where her head is at. So she's been chasing her head. I feel like it's connected. The head is connected to that doctor or his dad. I feel like there's a connection there between what she's feeling with her head, like trying to chase that down, and them. So, who knows? We might get more clarification probably later on. Who knows? It might be another character. There might have been another character on that boat. But for now, that's my first inclination, is to lean towards him, the doctor she's been roommating with while she's been in Tokyo. So, he's a weird character. He seems kind of obsessed with her ever since he dissected her. Yeah. So that's about what you would expect about as far as weird goes. Weird guy. But anyway, he doesn't seem to be like an upfront threat at all. I'm just curious if he's been stringing her along just to keep her around. You know what I mean? But who knows? That's her goal. We learn more about her. And really, yeah, pretty much the full episode focused on them. So it was really kind of delving into that world a bit. A little bit more into the fantastical of her being this mystical entity, right? So, other than that, let's see whatever character it focuses on this episode. I'm curious who you know what? I don't know if I paid attention to who the narrator was last episode. It had to have been the doctor. Yeah, it was the doctor, because he was like recording. That's it, yeah. He was like the narrator because he was like recording and telling the story. So, I'm curious who the narrator will be of this episode and who it's going to focus on. So, let's go ahead and get going. Is this that teacher? I could be wrong, but he kind of looks like that teacher, that pervy teacher. What is going on? Somebody stabbed her. What? Huh. What? God. Enchantress. An alien? Come on, Celti. Come on. At least make it something mystical like you. Wait, what were those two doing? Hitting out in the shady alley. Whoa, what? We got some weird shit happening. You're getting in the way of one of his 37 love interests. She's mine! I was gonna do that first! I don't know if you should be saying that. Okay, so KIDA'S gonna be the narrator this episode. That's fun. But I'm curious, why were those two in an alley together that night? Talking to that group in a dark alley. It all comes back to this moment. I love how it keeps coming to the same like day at school, the same class. And she seemed to be after him, who he's after the girl with the scar on her neck. He made her his prime target. Is that the teacher? He's totally a Kamoshida type. Totally. If you guys have played Persona 5, you know what I'm talking about. He's totally a fucking Kamoshida. Yep, look at him. Look at his eyes. Look where he's looking. I mean, I'm doing the same, but still. I'm on the other side of a TV screen. Ooh! He is a good guy, but he's so he's done this, and they didn't fire him. So they're from the same school. The girl from school. Her. Okay, so she is actually the scar on her neck. And that picture's before there's a scar. And that guy's wanting to loves her too. Or loves her, and she's... Huh. So he's a stalker? So she suspects he's part of the reason she's not there? Huh? So they're not actually friends. They've been using each other. Is that... Am I understanding this right? He like cut the... Like I was about to comment on the music, and then his comment like cut it. Like he kind of just saw right through that. But he's blushing. It's these three again. Wait, did they see that? Who's this guy? I feel like some of the people we've already seen are already members of the Dollars. Like maybe Kida. I don't think they are Dollars though, people, because they don't have a color, but all those people would wear yellow. I think he's a member of the Dollars. Or at least was. Who is this? This is that person. What? This... It's a person. It's not a monster. It's a person that's doing this. And so he just gives her work because he's tied to the underground. He gives her courier jobs. And that's how she does all this stuff and built a rep for herself. It's not like he's actually worried about her dying to a slasher, but still. This guy's like interviewing people. And those are the 3 people of that one day that were fighting. That yellow gang. Yellow scarves. Yeah, I knew they weren't Dollars. There's quite a few gangs working. Okay, so maybe he isn't a member. I'm curious if he is, though. Because, like, even earlier, when he was, like, talking about him. Because, like, the whole point of the Dollars is it's kind of a mysterious group of random people. I'm feeling like 2 or 3 of the characters we've met so far are actually Dollars. Our flight of love. Huh. And those guys in suits... He's getting pulled off by yellow scarves. So this is how they meet earlier. The slasher, the outline of her, I'm going to say, looks a lot like that student council president. I'm going to be honest. The outline, the shadow outline of her looks like that during that slashing movement. But then that one looks different. I think this is a different slasher. Oh! They're dead. They got killed by that person. So she was dating Kida. She's the slasher that killed those guys. I'm pretty sure she was the one that killed the Scarves. She's the actual slasher. I think it was 2 different instances. I think the student council president, her, attacked Celty. I feel like I'm big braining right now. But what's Kida's girlfriend, or at least former girlfriend's, connection to that one guy, the psychopath? Okay, so that was episode 5 of Durarara. Fun episode. We had some good jumping around, all kind of like how Bakano did. Really, how this pacing of this show seems to be doing a similar thing. Where this episode was all focused around that night, where Celty was after that guy. Celty got attacked, who I am guessing was the student council president, or maybe it's class representative. Maybe not student council president, class representative, whatever. But her, and then the actual slasher, which is my assumption, is that girl who seems to be the daughter of that guy who's interviewing people trying to learn information. Who she killed the yellow scarves that were messing with Kida and Mikado that night. And then, I feel like there's something I'm missing. There's a lot more mystery going on between that one guy and the girl with the scar on her neck. And what's going on there. That's something I'm sure we're going to be going down pretty soon. Maybe even next episode, I don't know. But, interesting. Kida has a background. They said the leader of the Yellow Scarves left, and he wasn't intimidated by the Yellow Scarves at all. I am curious if possibly Kida was the leader of the Yellow Scarves that left. Possible, because he said he left. Like, he is no longer about that life, but he's also trying to keep Mikado at a distance from him. So it's possible that he was the leader of the Yellow Scarves that then left. He doesn't know much about the dollars, but he asked that one guy who seems to know a lot, and I was curious when we first were talking to him a couple episodes ago, that he seems to know a lot, but he seems to be a nice guy. But I'm curious if he's possibly a dollar. Huh, interesting. A lot of stuff happened this episode. Good stuff. But other than that, let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Thank you guys for watching. If you'd please like, subscribe, comment. I appreciate that. Other than that, we'll talk to you guys later. See ya.